That's exactly right. So that's the breakdown. We're going to get a nice split drop bust in game number 1 right down the middle diagonally as we are getting ready and gearing up for game number 1 of our 8-game European Open Finals.
That's right, and here it is. It's a nice little battle that's going to be happening on some unnamed locations. This is going to be some of your first action of the day, ladies and gentlemen. It's Jameef and Muster, who's going to be one of the first to get dropped in the season, and yes, it is. Here it is, Muster kicking things off, but not before nearly getting taken out himself. 8 HP difference is going to be what she wrote here. And remember, guys, this is the 1 of 8 games. There are no more retries after this. Picking up or racking up 29 elims. Here's Hardfine, player that we forgot was playing Authority all day yesterday, so he's looking to stick it out. And Mongo's got some serious issues right now because Castery's also still here. So it's a 3-way battle for the Authority.
As we are currently seeing if he's going to continue to approach this 1v1, this opportunity for an elim, or if he decides to just play the rotation instead, which he needs to do.
It's so crazy to see the hot hands or the cold hands come out of the players, right? 250 from a Heat 2, which means that he failed his Heat 1 qualifier, but then pulls through the Heat 2. But hey, today he's on fire. We're seeing the good Teak, the hot hand Teak come out as he hits the major snipe right there. And that's going to be a beautiful come up for him as far as the resource goes and everything else he's going to be able to collect here. Let's see what the spoils of war are going to be. Be an upgrade in the AR class.
Bad Sniper against another unknown name player on our screen. He currently has high ground and the advantage, and he's going to take it. Well-placed shots coming through from Bad Sniper.
He's looking to jump into this box right now. Good little cone control there, trying to see if he can trap his opponent in there and take control of the situation. He is going to grab the wall, though, and the double follow-up here. The attack wins as he manages to find his 2nd elimination of the tournament so far. Remember, he was already carrying the floppers and the extra fish. Now he's continued to do so here. Hardfine sneaking up on Letwick, though, from behind here. He's going to get nice and close so he can hit every single shot. Being how close he is, he continue the box fight here. Yes, the crash pad into the box. So good, so clean. And now Letwick is sent back to the lobby.
Wow, big pickup from Hardfine on the Russian and Letwick. Meanwhile, Bad Sniper got an limb as we saw on screen. Hardfine, though, going to be stormtrooping just a little bit, making his way over.
Just yesterday, I had the pleasure of reviewing some of his success. Had to know why and how. And it's just the same types of rotates he tends to make. And he's aggressive come those mid-game engagements, but someone who's being aggressive now is getting punished is Andretta, who's now forced to start burning material if he doesn't want to get taken out, and he is going to be the victim to the fire range there. It's Haijo who takes that one out. And again, the camera angle is on Raja's favor here. He's playing this very, very well right now.
Can you believe how aggressive Ryasser is playing this fight down in HP? What a play coming through from Ryasser. But again, this could be dangerous for both of them. As, like you said, they are going to have to rotate in storms. This could spell danger. This could spell death. But Ryasser, from his perspective, he has to take this fight because he's so behind right now in heals. There's no way he's going to make it to late game unless he does find some shields, does find some opportunity. So he's kind of just playing a little bit reckless, but he kind of has to. Just unfortunate for Mongo getting stuck in this engagement.
And
finally,
the fall damage is going to be the difference maker right there.
Wow.
He breaks the structure, and Raja just ends up taking that fall right there. Just like that, Mongo finds his stuff at Elim. And well timed too. He really needed the material. The zone just now starting to happen here. And take a look at this. There's a storm surge happening. And Nikov's going to be the one who's going to find Letwick right there. Harpoon as well to follow up to start picking up some of those materials. It's going to be yoinked up though by someone else. There's another wave member, is Janice, our FNCS Invitational winner. Once again, playing out of Steamy Stacks. You can see his operation is to always play for late game, and this is not the typical Janice that we're used to. Taking fights in this mid game, you see why the punishment's going to occur here as he gets dropped. And now that's 1 game out of the 7, or out of the 8 that he has left. Only 7 remain.
Yeah, that is tough. I thought Janice had the advantage in that fight. I thought he was going to end up with success. I thought Wave was going to be on top of the world, as instead it's just going to be Flick here. Flick, one of our most consistent performers, someone you have to keep an eye out for. 16th in Heat 1, 15th yesterday. So Flick's been playing out of his mind as a top player in EU. And then, of course, we have 100 Thieves in the picture-in-picture right below. I love these two POVs right now, as Mr. Savage from 100 Thieves is in a great position, great resources, great mats to his name, solid resources, great overall heals to his name as he picked up some floppers.
Yeah, this is looking pretty good for him. You see the placement points already starting to be given out. Remember, they have already broken into that top 50 territory here. So everyone's going to start accruing points. You can see how the elims can really begin to favor you in this format here. 5 points on the elimination. It's going to help propel you and set you away from the pack. So all those early game elims are massive, but placement is equally as important. This is where things really start to pick up. That consistency is what matters at this point. We're looking at Flick's perspective, like we said, as well as Savage's here side by side, both of which are in two totally different situations right now. Savage says he's going to start making that early rotate to get ahead of this full moving zone right now.
Yeah, I like the way Savage is playing this overall. He's playing very, very cautious, very wise, picking his fights wisely. Right there recognizing, hey, there's no downfall of me taking free shots right now, as he has a right-hand advantage. He has good positioning. He's been rotating early. Mr. Savage is playing very, very cautious, but very, very smart. Textbook Fortnite if you're trying to play for placement, if you're trying to play for consistency over time.
One person I am seeing still alive in his overhead shot is Castery, who has that grappler loose. So that's the confirmation right there. As we know, he's still alive and successfully got away with it. Mr. Savage is going to finally find an elim, and he's going to go in for another one, and it's going to be successful here. And it's going to be on someone that we can't see the tag on, but that is A-OK. Someone who we haven't seen just yet as well is Benji. So we don't know if Benji's still alive in the game or if the feeds is just not picking them up, but that's something we're gonna have to keep an eye on. Big names are still alive though here. Fallout, we have Reason, we have Tayson still in this game right now, and Tayson's on height coming into the first full-on moving zone here, and it's looking very good for Tayson right now.
Yeah, this is an absolutely stacked late game, both in terms of numbers and also in terms of names. If all the names you just kind of called out, Anas still alive as he drops the Meadows most likely. On board with Mr. Savage and Sebi on screens. Oh, great RPG going to come through from Mr. Savage. I love that he's playing mid-ground right now because he can rain on the parade of anyone above him with those RPGs. Maybe get some fall damage eliminations. Wise plays coming through, but let's hop on board to Sebi.
Sebi has the Caddy's Corner loot. You can see the mythical Shockwave launcher right there in the inventory. So this endgame could very well be his. He will be the destructive factor. It's Caddy time, honestly, here. We'll see what's going to happen, though. Sebi putting that big pressure down right now, trying to see what he can find. I see Wakey still alive up there, and Sebi's going to find his third elimination in the tournament already. Here comes the Shockwave launcher right into the next zone here, honestly propelling himself forwards and allowing him to find himself into the safety. We talk about Wakey's perspective. Wakey is on fire right now. Already this fourth elimination being chained in, and the points are racking up right now. But it's not without any negative effect, though, because someone's jumping into this box. It's the Nas right here who sees him and takes him out. So bye-bye, Wakey. But 4 elims is still pretty good. And, of course, Sebi's on height with the Shockwave.
Yeah, before he got eliminated, he took out Teak and Reason. So big, high-profile elims that he got. Sebi with high ground, with the Shockwave. So many people in this lobby, you're going to see that Shockwave be used a lot earlier than we saw it yesterday, because you're going to need it as kind of that get-out-of-jail-free card or that opportunity to stay alive.
Oh, no way.
Life. If you don't use it, you lose it. But looks like Sebi's actually going to be getting pushed, but
no
here you
way.
go. Shockwave launcher is going to come through.
I was also just taking a look at Bad Sniper, who was in the zone and finds a stack of crash pads to keep himself alive. So Bad Sniper pads his way out of the zone. This is an absolutely stacked endgame. We're moving into the final zones here shortly, and we still have so many players alive. 8 players still in the game right now. Snazzy up. Bad Sniper still fighting for his life here. 90 materials, 40 materials left. And Sebi, of course, is on high here, but it's Bad Sniper. I'm keeping the focus. Who is going to be able to pick up all these elims? There's so many points on the board right now. It's a matter of jumping in there and securing it. 6 players now here, Fallout. He walks into it. Bad Sniper wants a piece. He's going to find one and maybe the second here. Not too sure. The bully through the wall. And yes, he confirms it. Bad Sniper finds 2 more now and just enough mats. It's Sebi, Snazzy, and Bad Sniper Fallout.
It all comes down to this. 2 rockets in Sebi's Shockwave launcher. That's why he's been using them sparingly. However, he wants to get into the action. He recognizes, hey, I still have one of these Shockwave grenades if I want to get out of here. But he's going to connect. Doesn't even need the Shockwave. He's going to hit with the shotgun shot instead. A 1-1 for the win, and there you have it. Sebi will take game number 1 of our European final with a elimination over Snazzy